Your board just asked one question before the funding round. How many of our contractors would legally qualify as employees? If you don't know the answer, you may already have a problem. If you're a head of people or CFO preparing for a funding round, this is not an HR admin issue. This is a balance sheet risk, because contractor misclassification risks, explained properly, aren't theoretical. They show up during due diligence, tax audits, M&A, cross-border expansion. And in Germany alone, misclassification penalties can reach 50,000 euros per worker in backdated Social Security contributions. This is why investors now ask about workforce classification before they wire capital. And if your answer is vague, valuations shift. Let's walk through the 5 steps to converting contractors safely before they become a ticking time bomb. Step 1. Identify your high-risk contractors. Not every contractor is a problem, but some are clearly functioning as employees. Ask, do they work exclusively for you? Do they follow your schedule? Are they on your org chart? Do they use company email and equipment? Have they been with you more than 12 to 18 months? If you answered yes to several of those, you likely have exposure. In Germany, this falls under what's known as false self-employment, Scheinselbstständigkeit. Authorities can retroactively reclassify, which means back payments, social contributions, and fines. And that's before legal costs. This is the first step in contractor misclassification risks explained clearly. Risk accumulates quietly until it's triggered. Step 2. Quantify the financial exposure. CFOs care about numbers, so calculate. Employer Social Security, backdated. Employee contributions you may owe. Interest. Potential penalties. Legal defense costs. Now multiply that by 5 contractors, or 10. This is when the flexibility savings suddenly look small. And during due diligence, investors will do this math for you. If the liability is material, they may reduce valuation, insert indemnities, delay the round. This is why contractors can become a ticking time bomb before funding. Step 3. Decide the right conversion structure. Once you know who needs converting, you have 2 compliant paths. Option 1. Open or use your own entity. Best for long-term scale in a country. Option 2. Use an employer of record. Faster. Lower setup cost. Ideal when testing or converting quickly across multiple countries. The mistake mid-market companies make? They debate cost before they assess risk. Conversion cost is predictable. Misclassification penalties are not. And in high-risk jurisdictions like Germany, waiting can compound exposure monthly. Step 4. Redesign the total compensation package. Here's where conversions fail. You offer salary equivalent to their contract. That's not compelling. Employees in Europe receive paid leave, pension contributions, healthcare, depending on country, notice protections, sometimes equity eligibility. If you frame conversion purely as compliance, you lose leverage. Frame it as stability plus long-term growth plus benefits. Your best contractors are often already open to employment, especially before funding or IPO narratives begin. Step 5. Execute cleanly and fast. The longer a contractor sits in a gray area, the more exposure grows. So, terminate the contractor agreement properly. Ensure IP transfers are secure. Issue a compliant local employment contract. Transition payroll without a payment gap, and do it quickly. A slow, messy conversion creates mistrust and sometimes resignations. The best transitions feel seamless. The bigger strategic picture. Here's what boards are really asking when they raise workforce classification. Is this company scalable without hidden liabilities? If 20% of your workforce is misclassified, that's not flexibility, that's volatility. And volatility kills clean funding rounds. Contractor misclassification risks explained at a high level always come down to this. Control plus dependency plus integration equals employment risk. And once regulators investigate, the clock runs backwards. Contractors are powerful tools during early growth. But past a certain stage, especially pre-Series B or C, they require governance. If you don't proactively convert high-risk contractors, the board will eventually force you to. And doing it under investor pressure is far more expensive than doing it strategically. Before your next funding round, ask yourself, if an auditor reviewed every contractor tomorrow, would we be comfortable? If the answer isn't a confident yes, it's time to act.